When someone compliments you today, do you fully accept it? Or do you brush it off like it doesn't really matter? Not because you're not capable, not because you don't deserve it, but because something in you just doesn't believe it. And if that sounds familiar, there's a deeper reason behind it. One that usually starts much earlier than you think. Some children grow up hearing, "Good job, I'm proud of you," or even small moments of recognition that make them feel seen. Others don't. Not because their parents didn't care, but because praise simply wasn't part of the environment. Effort went unnoticed. Achievements were expected, and emotional validation was rare or inconsistent. So instead of learning what it feels like to be appreciated, you learned something else. You learned that doing well is normal, that it doesn't need acknowledgement. That attention only comes when something goes wrong. And that quiet pattern doesn't stay in childhood. It follows you. If you were never praised growing up, you might notice that even today you struggle to feel satisfied with yourself. You achieve something, but instead of feeling proud, your mind immediately moves to the next thing. There's no pause, no real sense of completion, just a constant feeling that you should be doing more. And over time, this creates a strange cycle. You become someone who works hard, pushes forward and tries to improve, but never really feels enough. You might also find it hard to accept compliments. Someone tells you you did well, and your first instinct is to downplay it. You say things like, "It was nothing," or "I just got lucky." Not because you're being humble, but because deep down you don't know how to hold that kind of validation. It feels unfamiliar. And when something feels unfamiliar, your brain doesn't trust it, so instead of absorbing praise, you deflect it. And here's where it starts affecting your relationships. If you didn't grow up feeling recognized, you might unconsciously seek that recognition from others now. You might look for approval in subtle ways. You might feel good when someone notices you, appreciates you, or validates you. But that feeling doesn't last, because the need is deeper than one moment. It's not about one compliment, it's about years of not hearing it. So even when someone gives you attention, it doesn't fully land. You need more. Not because you're needy, but because your brain is trying to fill something that was never developed properly. And sometimes this shows up in a different way. Instead of seeking validation, you avoid it completely. You become independent. You stop expecting recognition. You tell yourself you don't need anyone to notice you. You handle everything on your own. From the outside, it looks like confidence, but internally, it can feel like emotional distance. Because if you never learn to receive appreciation, it becomes easier to act like you don't need it. But the need doesn't disappear. It just goes quiet. And this is where a lot of people get confused about themselves. They think they're either too dependent on validation or completely detached from it. But both patterns often come from the same place, a lack of early recognition. And it's not just about praise. It's about what praise represents. It represents being seen, being valued, being acknowledged. When that is missing, your brain adapts. You start tying your worth to performance. You believe you have to earn appreciation instead of naturally deserving it. So you overwork, you overthink, you overanalyze how others see you. And even when you succeed, it never feels complete because your brain never learned how to store that feeling. Now think about this for a second. Do you feel uncomfortable when someone genuinely appreciates you? Do you feel like you have to prove yourself again right after doing something well? Do you struggle to feel proud even when you know you did your best? If yes, then it's not random, it's a pattern, and patterns can be understood. When you realize that your reaction to praise isn't about the present moment, but about what you were used to growing up, something shifts. You stop taking it personally. You stop thinking something is wrong with you. You start seeing it as conditioning, and once you see it clearly, you can start changing how you respond. Instead of rejecting compliments, you pause. Even if it feels uncomfortable, you let it sit. You don't argue with it in your head, you just allow it to exist. Instead of moving to the next task immediately, you give yourself a moment. You recognize what you did. Not in a forced way, but in a real, quiet acknowledgement, because that's the part that was missing. And slowly, your brain starts learning something new. That appreciation is not something you have to chase. It's something you can receive, and, more importantly, something you can give to yourself. Because in the end, it was never about becoming someone new. It was about understanding why you feel the way you do. So here's something I want you to think about. When was the last time you genuinely felt proud of yourself without needing anyone else to confirm it? And if that feels difficult, ask yourself, why? Because the answer to that question will tell you more about your childhood than you might expect.